Good Friday morning, everybody. How's everybody? Let's do a little finished knife update right quick. I've got quite a few finished I want to show you. It's been a sort of a hectic week this week. I lost my aunt a few days ago. She'd been in the hospital sick and been sick at home, and I didn't know because I hadn't been able to get a hold of her, and none of her kids and grandkids would call anybody. So, we were really close when I was little, when I was growing up. Because she stayed with us and lived with us one time for a while when I was little. Her and my mother were big best friends. And that was my father's baby sister, but she's the youngest. Had 4 aunts and my dad. There's 4 girls and 1 boy, and she was the last one. So all the old timers are on my dad's side of the family are just about gone. The ones that I know anyway. But I went up and visited some last night. Saw my cousins that I hadn't seen in a long time. Families seem to drift apart nowadays because everybody's so busy. Life being what it is, everybody has to work as much as they can to make a living. So one of them things. So when I was out fishing the other day, is actually the day she passed. I knew something. I get feelings, and it may sound silly, but I knew something was going to happen. And I get feelings like this all the time. I had no idea what's going to happen, but I could just tell something's not right. And then when I got home later that afternoon, my cousin Terry lives over in Gulf Shores, Alabama. He called me. Somebody had called him. But anyway, went up and visited with him last night, and surprisingly, I don't really know them anymore. Their kids, my cousin's kids, have kids, so I didn't know who anybody was, or just a couple. But anyway, that's been a little heavy on my mind the last few days. But wishing you had went and done more, or could have done more, but I don't know what I could have done. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's take a look at these knives. Now I'm going to push real hard today to try to get finished with all of them. Most of them, well, the ones that's not finished are very close to being finished. So I'm going to push hard today and see if I can't get that. And then I've got to spend tomorrow in the garden. I've got some hoeing to do and some replanting to do. I really should do that today, but I really got to get these finished so I can get them out to you, because I have more to start on next week. And a couple of special projects next week that everybody wants to see. Alright, Chris, you wanted a camp knife and a fillet knife. There you go. There's your camp knife. And your fillet knife. Have matching handles. That is a cabinet grade walnut handles. Looks pretty cool. And I stamped you a fish on your fillet knife. I don't know if you can see it. The camera will pick it up or not. This particular type leather here doesn't stamp real well, but you can see it. And Gary, I got 2 of yours finished. You wanted to see pretty. You wanted to be real pretty. Okay, so here's your Skinner and here's your camp knife. Now both of these are 1095 high carbon. That's some of the high carbon I was waiting on in the mail a while back. And I'm waiting on some more. Should be here today. You ready for this? There's your camp knife. Okay, this is oak and cherry. Right, ain't that pretty? Now both of these have the very end pin there. I don't know if the camera's gonna get it. That is a Black-Eyed Susan mosaic pin. Real pretty. Look at it and you can see the little pattern. Looks like a Black-Eyed Susan. For some of my buddies that live over in Pensacola, that's a flower. Just saying. And your Skinner matches that one. Right there. Same thing, oak and cherry. Hope you like those. I think you'll like them. Same thing, this back pin here. You just look at it and you can see. I ordered that when I ordered that other high carbon, and it came in. It's not exactly what I thought it was bigger. It was bigger in diameter. Next time I order them, I'll get the right size. Nothing wrong with those, just I thought I was getting bigger. Alright, there's those knives. Robert, told you 100 times, I'm sorry, but it's fixed. I re-sewed it, re-stitched it the other night. There you go. I'll get that right up to you. Paul, your knife is almost done, but I did some experimenting on some leather for your scabbard like you want. I'm going to show it to you. Make sure you like it. You wanted your initials, you sent me the picture, and I scrolled a little bit. If we can get a look at that. Alright, what you think about that? Alright, there's your initials. I scrolled you some barbed wire around there. I think it looks pretty cool, but that's for your camp knife. Alright, let me know if you like that. And let's see, where'd it go? I got one more. Let me show you right quick. I got knives laying all over everywhere. Alright, this one I was asked to do. Now the gar skin sheath and the catfish skin sheath, everybody wants to see. I'm going to start on those. Probably going to be Monday before I can start on them. But a fellow named Chris, I forget his YouTube channel, I should have wrote it down, is the friend of J-Nell Zeros. He is the 2016 catfish champion. Fishes on the Ohio River up there. He wanted a custom fillet knife with a 6 to 8 inch blade, so we made it 7 inches. And there you go, there it is. Now if you can see the etching in there, see if I can hold it still. Turn it a little bit. Now this one will have the catfish skin, that big blue catfish that J-Nell caught. He tanned the skin and sent it to me. That'll be the scabbard on this one. Now the handle on this one is hickory, light hickory. Pardon me. 3 coats of finish. It is 1095 high carbon. It is very, very sharp. Not much flex to it. I'm telling you, I'm going to teach y'all how to skin and fillet fish without a big Flexo-matic knife, or whatever you want to call it. But if you want a Flexo-matic knife, what I call a Flexo-matic, let me know. I do have some material I can do that with if you want. But it's a little harder to work with. But if you just got to have that, let me know and I'll do it. Alright, what else? Like I said, I got some hoeing and replanting and stuff to do in the garden, and after I do all that, then we'll do another garden update. Everything looks good. Just that one patch of green beans I showed y'all last week's got to be replanted, but no big deal. Today's actually the planting day here. Most people plant on Good Friday. But still got time. I still got to get my cucumber trellis built, which won't take an hour once I get time to get out there and get after it. So we'll get back in the garden. I'll show you all that when that's done. What other projects have I got started around here? We do. The chicken house has still got to be done. Somebody asked about the outdoor kitchen. I hadn't done anything else on the smoker. But I did stop at a yard sale type thing at the mini warehouse yesterday, and the fella gave me those metal racks like I use in there. He gave me a stack of them like this. There's probably 20 of them in there, so that'll help out in the new smokehouse when I get back to that. which is going to have to be soon because we went from almost winter but not really to almost spring but not really, and it's getting on summertime now. It was 88 degrees yesterday sitting on the back porch. Excuse me, pollen's still in the air. And I still got this cough. Got to go back to the doctor on Monday. One of those stupid echocardiograms that I have to have twice a year. Well, it's not stupid, I guess, but I got to go do that. And I have a full schedule. I don't know when I'll get to go fishing again, but I will go. Maybe not, I'll just have to take off and go like I did last time. So, all that being said, I thank y'all for watching. I think I'm still getting new subscribers all the time. I thank y'all very much for being here. I hope y'all like these knives. Paul, if you like that, let me know. I thought it turned out real cool. And don't forget the giveaway. Send your cards in. P.O. box is at the bottom. I went and picked up a big handful of cards the other day. Speaking of that, speaking of cards, is there any doubt in anybody's mind who sent that? Reuben. That will give you an unfair advantage. So I'm going to have to fix that. Staff Sergeant. That's pretty cute. I've got some real cool looking cards though. I really thank y'all. Dan painted me a fish on the card, hand painted me a little fish. And as soon as the drawing's over, I'm going to pull that one out and I'm going to put it in the frame and hang it on with my fishing fixture collection in the house. Thank you, sir, for that. That's very nice. Thanks for taking time to do that. Alright, before I ramble anymore, let me get off here and get busy on these. And I thank you for your support. I thank you for watching. And I will see you later.